Good morning. Welcome to Saturday Morning Devotions. We're going to look today at Proverbs 26 and verse 13. The slothful man saith, there is a lion in the way, a lion is in the streets. The rest of this passage goes on to talk about the different attributes of a slothful man. It goes on and it tells about the slothful man turning on his bed just like a door on its hinges, turning back and forth. He can't get to sleep because he's been in bed so long. Talks about him hiding his hand in his bosom because he's curled up in bed and he doesn't want to bring it to his mouth again. And then it goes on in verse 16 to talk about the sluggard who is wiser in his own conceit, in his own pride. He's wiser than 7 men that can render a reason. These is the idea of 7 people who are wise enough to argue and use logic, but it doesn't work on the slothful man because he's so lazy. Well, let's just focus on verse 13, this idea of a lion being in the streets. You have to think of Judah in this time. The Proverbs were written by Solomon, and in the time of Judah, it would have been a real issue. There were lions in Judah, and it would be seemingly a valid excuse. But for this slothful man, he's using excuses. He's making excuses why he can't work. And so he's coming up with this, and he's like, there's a lion out there. We have the same problem today, right? We don't have lions in our streets, but there are dangers out there, and there are some people who are so slothful, they're so lazy, that they'll find any excuse to get out of work. The Bible looks at this in a very negative light. This idea of this slothful and sluggard man who isn't willing to get out of bed and go to his work. The concept of verse 13 includes this concept of being willing to risk danger to provide for your family. The lion is real. The lion could possibly be there. But a hard-working man goes out and he takes care of the lion, whether he kills the lion like David does, or he does an issue, or he deals with this lion or whatever it is, and then he gets to work. This is this idea in verse 16, that the sluggard is wiser in his own conceit. Laziness, the root of laziness is pride and an unconcern for other people. Here he is. Of course, if there's really a lion in the street, should the slothful man go out and kill the lion so it doesn't hurt anyone else? But no, he uses it as an excuse to not work. So today, as you go out and work, understand you might run up against a lion. Take care of it and go to work.